individual.com to learn more.
9:03 at the Bay Area's news station, KCBS. Lots of sunshine expected throughout the afternoon today with mild to warm temperatures. Good morning, I'm Melissa Colross, and here's what's happening. Long lines once again are forming at vaccination clinics in San Francisco now that the city has received a huge dose of monkeypox vaccine. Several hundred people are waiting in line this morning outside the vaccination clinic at SF General. The city got 10,000 doses of the monkeypox vaccine, and that's more than twice the amount included in the last two shipments. Protesters demonstrated outside the San Francisco Federal Building yesterday, demanding a faster federal response to this outbreak. Meanwhile, there is where the FDA could change how those doses are administered in an effort to make our limited supplies of vaccine last longer. We get details on that part of the story from KCBS reporter Holly Kwan.
Right now, the shots are given into the underlying fat. What the FDA would do is only give out 1/5 the usual dose and shoot it in under the first layer of the skin, like a TB shot. That gives a strong immune response and allows us to reach 5 times as many people. It's a strategy that's been considered for other vaccines in the past, but UCSF infectious disease specialist Dr. Monica Gandhi worries about giving abbreviated doses to people with pre-existing conditions like HIV. And she says 40% of the people who have had monkeypox also have HIV.
Everyone's talking in theoretical possibilities, but even if you did it for the 60% of people who don't have HIV, you could get more doses out of a vial. You could extend supply, hopefully give people some immunity while we're waiting for supply to get up, and then go back and give them higher doses. It's not like this is a permanent strategy.
Giving intradermal injections is tricky too. You use a thinner needle to get into the skin, which gets the drug directly to the cells involved with lesions, but it does need special training to do it. Holly Kwan, KCBS. Stanford scientists already are using a tool they developed to track coronavirus in wastewater to detect and monitor monkeypox and other diseases. Now they are leading a nationwide initiative to track monkeypox in wastewater systems in hopes that early alerts will ward off disease outbreaks. Stanford is partnering with Emory University on the Wastewater Scan project, which detected the first genetic markers of the monkeypox virus in wastewater in the United States, 2 cases in plants serving San Francisco. It was on June 20th, a day after researchers began testing for it. The Chronicle reports this initiative is a significant boost to public reporting developed by Stanford and nearly a dozen communities in Northern California to measure viral genetic material found in sewage. Well, the number of children suffering from anxiety and depression went up significantly in the first year of the pandemic. KCBS reporter Jennifer Hodges tells us California saw the second largest increase in the country in kids dealing with those issues. Nationwide, a 26% increase in kids dealing with depression and anxiety, but in California, the numbers went up by 70%. That from the Kids Count data book from the Anna E. Casey Foundation. Earlier this year, Dr. Dave Anderson spearheaded a project, a series of videos,
where we talk to educators about the ways that they can integrate this into their classroom in simple ways that are meant to be a light lift. We talk to caregivers about how they can integrate these skills at home.
He's referring to skills kids can use to improve mental health.
Understanding feelings, relaxation skills, understanding thoughts, managing intense emotions, and mindfulness.
According to the data book, only South Dakota fared worse than California, 2 states with very different approaches to the pandemic. California went on lockdown first, while South Dakota saw high numbers of children for in-person learning. Jennifer Hodges, KCBS. Coming up in just about 15 minutes on Ask an Expert, an increasing number of people say they are, quote, done with the pandemic, end quote. So what exactly does that mean when it comes to keeping safe, both for them and for you? Well, we will discuss that coming up on Ask an Expert with Dr. Amish Adalja, Senior Scholar at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. And if you've got a question that you would like answered, you can email us at askus@kcbsradio.com. That's askus@kcbsradio.com. Just ahead on KCBS, a reward is posted for information about a teenager missing near Lake Tahoe. We're first for traffic at KCBS, and traffic and weather are sponsored this time around by Mayor West Credit Union. Let's get an update on the drive first from Kim Wonderly.
We still have problems. Los Altos Hills overturned crash. This is northbound 280. It's well before you get to Page Mill Road, but the two left lanes have been blocked with emergency response long enough that this crash has backed up traffic well beyond Magdalena, where there had been an earlier crash as well. Off to the right shoulder, you may still see some of the wreckage of the three vehicles involved in that one. So that band of traffic is really tight. Again, you might want to think about sticking with the Foothill Expressway, but that's getting a little bit more crowded still, not anything compared to 280. We have some coming up on 101 on the peninsula, too. This is South 101 as you make your way past Willow in Menlo Park. Second lane from the left. First report of a crash right at that site. If you're north 101, we see brake lights with the Chilton Auto Body collision cam from the 92 interchange out to about Broadway Burlingame. San Francisco, they're dealing with a southbound crash, South 101 at Silver Avenue. This one looks like it's still blocking a lane of traffic. It's the left lane. Two cars here. We're backed up a little bit beyond Cesar Chavez. This is a really tight backup. It's very slow rolling getting through that Alamany interchange. Your next update, 9:18 on the traffic leader, KCBS. A lot of sunshine around the bay throughout the afternoon today. Already a lot of sunshine throughout the morning, quite frankly. Highs today getting into the 60s at the beaches, 70s by the bay, and into the 80s inland. Tonight will be mostly clear, just little patchy fog, some low clouds pushing their way into the bay from the coastline. And then tomorrow, more sunshine and warmer, highs possibly getting into the 90s inland. We've got traffic and weather together on the 8th on All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS.
Ness Credit Union, we're working towards a brighter financial future for both our members and our community, delivering better rates, better service, and the support you need to get ahead. Ness Credit Union, working for you, today, tomorrow, together. Are you the parent of a college-age student who is trying to break the chain of failure? Landmark College, the college for students who learn differently, offers on-campus and online options for students who are struggling to achieve success in college. A short-term rich experience at Landmark College helps students strengthen the academic and self-advocacy skills needed to stay focused in college and beyond. Let Landmark College help your students discover their untapped potential and their learning abilities. Visit landmark.edu.
This is the Eye in the Sky Traffic Watch, brought to you by Ring Central. This is Neil, your eye on traffic, and today looks like a doozy. You want my advice? Ditch the commute and connect on Ring Central. They put call, meet, and message all in one app, so you can connect with anyone, anytime. I'm American in the studio. You're breaking up, Jet. Looks like you should have called on Ring Central.
Ring Central, simpler communication.
Backyard barbecues, restaurant fire pit, or have you spent another season staring at the same crumbling patio or cracked driveway? The outdoor we love Pavers can help. Get the outdoor space you've always wanted, and for a limited time, System Pavers will demolish and remove your old hardscape for free. This unbeatable offer can save you hundreds or even thousands. Start by calling 800-PAVE-004 or visit SystemPavers.com. Plus, enjoy special financing to get the ball rolling today. With 30 years of experience and more than 75,000 projects completed, System Pavers delivers more than just beautiful outdoor remodels. You get peace of mind knowing the job's done right. Call System Pavers at 800-PAVE-004 today. That's 800-PAVE-004. Or visit SystemPavers.com right now. All orders must be placed by August 31st. Financing subject to credit approval. See website for full offer and demolition savings details. Contractor's license at 661575.
KCBS News Time, 9:11. Family and friends of a missing Tahoe area teenager have raised $50,000 for information leading to her safe return. We get the story from KCBS's Megan Goldsby.
16-year-old Kylie Rodney's family is putting up the money, part of a grassroots effort that includes a GoFundMe, teens walking flyers around the neighborhood, and search parties organized by her friends, like Sammy Smith, who was the last person known to have contact with Rodney at a large teen party in Truckee early Saturday morning.
I just want to do anything I can to find her, and so do all of us.
Investigators say she may have been kidnapped. Anna Larson is a close family friend.
Highway 80, and we're right by Reno, and this is a sex trafficking hub, this area, Highway 80. You know, there's documentaries about it. We're terrified of that. She will fight for herself and her rights and her safety. I can see her fighting in this moment, and she's not afraid to speak to anybody. She's very caring. She's very open. She will trust somebody
just from moments of meeting them, and she's so loving.
The law enforcement presence has been immense, but there is one thing volunteers say they still need. That would be an Amber Alert. Larson says they've been told the case does not meet the criteria.
And all I know is it hasn't happened yet, and you know, days have gone by now.
Megan Goldstein, KCBS.
KCBS News Time 9:13. Sports coming up in just 2 minutes.
Hey guys, if you had a problem with your plumbing, would you wait 6 years to have it fixed? If your car's engine started to misfire, would you drive it that way for 6 years, or would you have an expert fix the problem? The average man waits 6 years to see a doctor about ED, impotence, or low testosterone. At Prime Male Medical, they've helped thousands of men in the Bay Area, and they can help you too. But don't take my word for it. Here's Dr. Robert Rowley from Prime Male Medical.
We have helped thousands of patients with acoustic wave therapy, which increases blood flow, breaks the microplaque, and improves your ED significantly. We have virtually every medication known to man to help men. We specialize in treatments for ED and low T.
Get your first visit, PSA and testosterone test, Doppler ultrasound, and a full year of follow-up visits for just $99. Learn more at PrimeMaleMedical.com or call 415-761-4037. That's 415-761-4037.
Okay, so how crazy high are these gas prices right now, right? I mean, I filled up my car the other day, and I thought for that price, I could buy a couple of pairs of Skechers and pretty much walk everywhere. I was kind of joking, you know, but I kind of wasn't joking, because with how affordable Skechers are, you really could buy 2 pairs for about the same price as filling up a lot of vehicles. Get it? Plus, unlike gas, not only are they affordable, they also last a really long time. Skechers are extremely durable, and many of them are machine washable. You can keep them looking newer, longer, and they're so comfortable. That's the most important thing. Once people put on a pair of Skechers, they never want to wear anything else. With comfort features like Skechers' famous air-cooled memory foam, relax fit, wide fit, arch fit, so many other fits and features. It's almost like they're luxury vehicles for your feet, without the luxury price tag. So if you're tired, really tired of paying outrageous prices at the pump, which everybody is, just get yourself a pair or 2 of Skechers. Your wallet will thank you. So find your perfect pair of Skechers at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Coming up on KCBS, are you feeling like you're simply over it when it comes to the pandemic? If so, you are not alone, and we will take a look at where we are now, both physically and emotionally, on today's Ask an Expert. KCBS News Time 9:15. Let's head over to the Bay Area Chevy Dealer Sports Desk. That is where we find Ted Ramey. He's got football on his mind first.
Yeah, we had some pretty interesting stuff from Debo Samuel appearing on the NFL Network earlier this week. He was asked point blank why people should believe in second-year quarterback Trey Lance, who is taking over as the man under center for the 49ers this year.
It's the brotherhood, like, we feed off each other energy. So if we see one guy go out there and make a play or somebody get flagged back, you know, that's just an energy boost. But what I've been seeing from Trey since I've been out here, you know what I'm saying, he's willing to learn, he's getting better day by day, and it's like, I mean, this is his first year of really being the guy of the offense, so it's like, it's going to take time. So that's why we have camp and the preseason games. By the time week 1 comes, we'll be hitting on all cylinders.
So the acknowledgement that it will take time, but they believe that it will be good to go by the time the regular season begins. We'll have to see whether or not that does come to fruition. Debo was also asked about his offseason of relative turmoil with the 49ers, which in retrospect pretty much just looks like business.
There was a lot of things that came out that I wanted to speak on, but you know, and being a player is not some things you want to say, but as far as like the running back stuff, you know, I'm a big team player, so whatever it takes for the team to, you know what I'm saying, win or whatever the case may be, I'm all for it. I've never been a guy that went to college was like, nah, I don't do that. Right, I don't want the ball. You feel that makes sense.
Chiming in there with Debo was now NFL Network analyst Maurice Jones-Drew, of course, a product of the Bay Area and De La Salle High School. The 49ers are preparing for preseason game number 1. That is coming up Friday at 5:30 when they play host to the Green Bay Packers. And out of tennis, Serena Williams is calling it a career, although she is not using the term retirement specifically. She's calling it an evolution of her life. She penned an essay for Vogue.com, which went out earlier this morning, and she posted on Instagram saying that the countdown has begun. She's playing the Canadian Open. She's going to play at the Western and Southern next week, and then she's going to try and play at the U.S. Open as her final tournament. At the Sports Desk, Ted Ramey, KCBS.
I'm a talking goat, here to encourage you to buy insurance, because you should always listen to the advice of folks
animals. After all, who knows more about
This
protecting
spoked animal has been interrupted by AAA Insurance for a special offer. Buy a new AAA auto and/or home insurance policy to enjoy up to $376 in savings and get a $100 gift card with purchase. With savings like that, AAA doesn't need spoked animals. AAA, outsmart life. The gift card offer is valid on qualifying policies in California only. Visit AAA.com/promo for terms. When you want something great, you probably don't want to wait for it, right? I mean, you might even be stuck waiting in traffic right now, and, well, how enjoyable is that? Well, Xfinity has a great new offer on fast internet right now. You'll get unlimited internet with gig speed and supersonic Wi-Fi, too. And get this, there's no annual contract required, no equipment fees, and a 2-year internet rate guarantee. Plus, it even comes with a free Flex 4K streaming box. And it's all just $50 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile with unlimited data, a price that is truly jaw-dropping. The Xfinity Supersonic Bundle. Well, don't wait. Visit Xfinity.com/gig, call 1-800-XFINITY, or visit a store to learn more today. Limited time offer, restrictions apply, requires paperless billing and auto pay. New gigabit internet customers only. Xfinity Mobile requires post-pay Xfinity internet. After 24 months, regular rates apply to all services and devices.
Buy your brand new car completely online at dddt.com.
KCBS News Time, 9:18. The 6-day forecast is coming up, but first we head over to your local Honda dealer's traffic center to get an update on the drive this morning, and we've got a serious situation in the Los Altos Hills. Yeah, they've been clearing an overturn crash. This is on northbound 280, just south of Page Mill Road. Well south of Page Mill, but the two left lanes have been blocked. It's getting worse. They've moved a pickup truck. I'm not sure if that's the one that overturned, but they're moving that to the right shoulder, so we may have better news here. The backup, maybe not quite as intense as it was earlier. That might just have more to do with the hour than anything else, but still very heavy, well beyond Magdalena. Also on the peninsula, just cleared a crash in Menlo Park, South 101, past Marsh. That's off to the side. Still a bit of slow traffic coming down from Redwood City because of it. They ran a traffic break and cleared some debris lower deck of the Bay Bridge right before the tunnel. So there was a brief delay, but it looks like traffic is starting to get by more efficiently now. If you're westbound coming into San Francisco, the Chilton Auto Body Collision Cam just sees the backup at the toll plaza from about the West Grand Merge. We do have slowing into and out of the island, but nothing in your way. Caltrans apparently coned off the far right lane, West 80 near Pinole Valley Road. That's why the backup into Hercules from Highway 4. Farther down, we had a crash at El Portal. It looks like that is in the clearing stages as well. No longer blocking lanes, but heavy traffic from Richmond most of the way into Berkeley. Your next update, 9:28 on the traffic leader, KCBS. Mancini Sleep World 6-day forecast now, introducing Sleep Match exclusively at Mancini Sleep World. Jessica Birch joins us from the KPIX5 Weather Center. We're expecting upper 60s in the forecast in San Francisco this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies still sticking around, but it's going to be a lot more sunny off in our East Inland Hills, where we're dealing with mid to low 80s in the forecast. And that's also the case up in the North Bay, too. San Jose's getting up to 79 this afternoon, 72 in Oakland. We're going to warm up a little bit more as we head into the rest of the work week as high pressure starts building its way in from the desert, but we'll keep you updated on that here in the Weather Center. We're also going to expect a lot more sunshine in the forecast, too, this weekend, so keep that in mind if you have any weekend plans. I'm meteorologist Jessica Birch with your KCBS KPIX5 first look forecast. It is already 66 degrees right now in San Francisco. In San Jose, it's 64. In Santa Rosa, it is 58. In Oakland, it's 65 degrees. We've got traffic and weather together on the 8th and All News 106.9 and AM 740 KCBS. At Wilson's Market, enjoy organic yellow peaches and yellow nectarines for $2.99 a pound through August 9th, while supplies last. Plus, Prime members save an extra 10%. Promotion varies by location type. See terms and exclusions on our app.
Progressive presents Don't Do It Yourself.
Okay, simple enough. Just gotta get in there with my screwdriver. Do you mind handing me my screwdriver?
Are you trying to say screwdriver?
Well, I mean, you're saying weird, but yeah.
Look, maybe we should bundle our home and auto with Progressive. We could save big and pay someone to install this for us so you don't have to pretend you can.
I know my way around a screwdriver. Oh, yeah. Who's gonna take up Philippe's head for sure?
Save when bundling home and auto with Progressive and use the money to, not do it yourself. Coverage from Progressive Casualty Insurance Company for the for parking insurance. Limited discount only in all states or situations.
Charging a cell phone can be like getting a booster shot. A booster is given to enhance or restore protection after a primary series vaccination, which wanes over time. So schedule an appointment when you are eligible. Sponsored by Pfizer and BioNTech. KCBS News Time 9:22. That is time for Ask an Expert. Every weekday at about this time, we give you direct access to top experts in various fields related to the pandemic. Today, a survey released out of the University of Pennsylvania shows that 4 in 10 Americans say they have decided to return to normal pre-COVID life, pretty much saying they're just done with the pandemic. This is coming as transmission rates remain high and kids are set to return to school, and those schools may have a few COVID mandates. So we are joined to talk all about this by Dr. Amish Adalja, Senior Scholar at the Johns Hopkins Center for Health Security. If you've got any questions for the doctor, just email them to us at askus@kcbsradio.com. Doctor, thank you so much for taking a few minutes. If 4 in 10, that's almost half of people surveyed, say they're done with the pandemic, what does that mean for safety as this virus continues to circulate?
Well, I think it's